Hi, I'm in Folkestone, and I'm here to try to shed light on a mystery. This is a town that had its heyday at the beginning of the last century as a genteel holiday resort. But then the 1960s came along with cheap travel and began to sap away its lifeblood, until the 1990s came with the final nail in the coffin and it lost its ferry services to France. It had begun to die, until, in a miraculous fashion, just like Lazarus in the Bible, it was resurrected. And this has much to do with the vision of one man, Roger De Haan, and his creative foundation. We're here to find out more. Now, Folkestone was to all intents and purposes dead, until it got a new boost of life. It literally got a heart transplant. You're looking at its new beating heart. It's art and creativity that gave Folkestone its new will to live. Now you see art galleries, and here, right in the center of the city, is where the regeneration started, through the injection of spaces where art and creativity could be allowed to live. And if you want to know where it all started, you have to come to this place, Strange Cargo, an artist collective, a charity as well, which has been there from the beginning. And we're going to go in and have a chat with them and see how they started it all. Now, Bridget, you run Strange Cargo.
I do, yes.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but you were there at the big bang of this whole thing, when it all started.
Yes, we've been an organisation since 1994, and the company was formed after the original directors worked on the opening of the Channel Tunnel, which they saw that there was an opportunity to bring creativity to the town and to perhaps bring a company that could support that, and that's where Strange Cargo started.
Neil, you believe in Folkestone. You've come from London to exhibit. What attracted you to Strange Cargo?
I mean, I've been out of town for 10 years. I've been working in London, and I've been hearing some really positive things about Folkestone in terms of creativity. And having worked with Bridget on a project with Strange Cargo, I got to see the space here, and yeah, felt inspired by the space. Yeah, lots of natural light. Just nice to see the public actually walking around up the high street, and it just had a really good feel about it.
None of us can succeed on our own, and we tried that years ago. Little bits were done, and that was fine, but now we've got to bring it all together as one package. And there is a willingness amongst all the partners, and as I say, with the support of the councils, we can do a lot more perhaps than other towns are doing at the moment.
Now, signs of Folkestone's regeneration are all around us. Many are obvious, just look at these wonderful buildings around you. But some are not so obvious. This bronze sock installation, for example, is by Tracy Emin. And the disused glassworks have now become the university centre. Now, see that wonderful installation about heaven is a place where nothing ever happens? Well, Folkestone would definitely be a place where too much is happening.
Well, Roger De Haan created a very successful business at Saga out of combining creative industries, creative thinking, and mixing that with business principles. And I think what he's tried to do is to transfer that to recreating Folkestone as a successful place in which to live and work, principally, and then making it a very attractive place to visit as well.
Well, we've spent the day in the first part of your title, which is the Folkestone bit.
Yep.
And we've really been very impressed. It seems to have changed beyond recognition.
It has. I mean, I've been back in the area for the last 2 years, although I've lived locally for a long time. And the difference that I've seen, almost ever since I arrived in my job, there's been something happening every week in terms of something new opening or plans for the future. It's an amazing, vibrant environment, and it obviously makes my job much more easy to say to people, look, Folkestone really is changing, and there's a good things to see here all year round, whether you're interested in the built environment or the beautiful natural surroundings that we have here.
I think the future is very bright. We're perhaps halfway through our major renovation of buildings project, so by 2012 maybe we will see that work complete. Of course, the work in promoting festivals and arts events here in Folkestone, so that we become the envy of the arts world, and a real destination for visitors who want culture from their trips. But that work will continue forever.
In Folkestone regeneration, artists play a big role, and that's how they can turn a crazy golf course into a beach hut like this.
This is the coastal park on the Lower Leas at Folkestone, overlooking the channel. A huge project for a local council to undertake, and it has been much admired. It is the winner of a Green Flag Award, and when the judges come and we say, how can we improve it, they say, you can't. It's absolutely wonderful.